Hello everybody, good to have you back, and I'm glad to be back too. Today we are going to continue with part 3 of The Family of a Duchess, and this time we are talking about the sister, the brother, the uncles, aunts, nephews and nieces of our friend Duchess Meghan Markle. Let's not forget that title because she may not have it much longer. Anyway, so we will be starting off with Samantha Markle, as she was in the news quite often before and after the wedding. I'm going to be giving you, in this video, I'll be giving you just the basics of each one of them. I have, however, unearthed quite a number of things by reading so many articles, but that I am leaving for part 4 when we draw our conclusions. Alright, so here we go. Samantha Mary Markle, also known as Samantha Marie Grant, was born Yvonne Markle, and she is the daughter of Thomas Markle and Rosalind Markle Lovelace. She was born in November 1964. She currently lives with her boyfriend Mark Phillips in Bellevue, Florida. She has also been divorced twice and had also filed for bankruptcy. She was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2008 and is confined to a wheelchair. Samantha has 3 children: Noel Rasmussen, Christopher Hale, and Ashley Hale. Noelle is currently living with her grandmother Rosalind in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and apparently Noelle and her mother is estranged and hasn't spoken for a while. Noelle spoke out once about her mother, saying that her mother is or was abusive. She also said that her mother had little interest in Meghan until it became known that Meghan was dating Prince Harry, but she has not spoken out since. Samantha in her youth was auditioning for film and TV parts, worked the Lacombe counter at the Beverly Center, and was an extra on A Different World. Later in life, she completed her studies, and according to her, she became a mental health worker. So those are the basics about Samantha. At the end of the video, we'll jump back to her a little with regards to things she had said. And like I said, in part 4, we will draw all the anomalies and all the strangeness contained in their interviews, etc. together. And we will be talking about that then. So the next one we'll be talking about is Thomas Markle Jr. Thomas Jr. is the second child of Thomas Markle and Rosalind Markle Lovelace. He was born in 1966. He had also been married twice before to a Johannes Rawa and Tracy Dooley. He has 2 children, Tyler and Thomas Dooley. Thomas now lives in Grants Pass, Oregon. When Meghan was born, Thomas Jr. actually lived with his father, sister and Doria. His ex-wife, Tracy Dooley, says he has problems with alcohol, something he admitted to himself. Not much is known about Thomas's past career choices or his education or anything like that. All I know is that he worked as a window fitter at some point. In one of Samantha's interviews, she said that Thomas smoked weed since he was a teenager, and that Doria partook in smoking weed as well, and that they did so in her father's home. Thomas was also notoriously arrested and charged on January the 12th, 2017 in Oregon for holding a gun to his girlfriend Darlene's head during a drunken argument. He had since apologized and said that he will seek help for his alcohol abuse. Don't know whether that has happened yet, but let's carry on. Thomas Sr. and Jr.'s relationship floundered at some point, and they did not speak for a few years, but I was told that they have since healed the rift and are in regular contact now. So, let us talk about Thomas Jr.'s sons. And people, now hold on to your hats and stay with me. This is getting really interesting. Thomas's eldest son, also Thomas, managed to stay out of the limelight, except for making the news for being arrested on a Hollywood street, naked and high on drugs in September 2019. Meghan's nephew, who was 28 at the time, asked the judge to let him follow a mental health diversion program instead of going to jail. Now, I couldn't find a follow-up article anywhere, so I don't know whether the judge approved of that or whether he was spending time in jail after all. Nevertheless, he was not charged for being naked and high on drugs. He was charged for resisting arrest because he kicked up a terrible fuss when he was pulled over by the cops. He appeared in court wearing a printed t-shirt, short pants and sneakers, and was reprimanded for not taking his sunglasses off when he arrived in court. Until his arrest, Thomas Dooley had appeared to be one of the more grounded and successful members of the Markle family. He was married to husband Ronnie and running a branch of Domino's in Mammoth Lake, California. Towards the end of November 2019, however, one of Thomas's former lovers revealed he had descended into drug addiction after splitting from his husband a year earlier. So not good news for this young man. Anyway, so let's go on to Tyler Scott Jr., Thomas Jr.'s younger son. He was born on the 15th of July, 1992. Tip, people, here's another hint. Take note of the date. I'm going to be talking about that at the end, towards the end of this video. Thomas Jr.'s other son, Meghan's other nephew, Tyler Dooley, used his aunt's fame to his advantage, though. He became a pioneer in the legal marijuana industry in the United States. Shortly before Meghan and Harry's wedding, he released a special strain called Markle Sparkle, and according to the German magazine Bild, had since become a millionaire. Since the Markle Sparkle did so well, he released another strain called the Archie Sparkle, which sells for €254 per 28 gram. Tyler made the news, however, for other things as well as his marijuana growing. Hours before Archie was born, Tyler was injured his leg in a 20-person bar fight. Tyler, however, insists, though, that although he was injured, he was not involved in the actual fight. He also had a short stint on MTV in a show called The Royal World. The show, however, only lasted for 6 weeks. And if you look up The Royal World, you will see that Lady C's 2 sons joined him in this MTV program. And I am guessing that a lot of the information that Lady C got for her book and a lot of the gossip actually came from Tyler. Anyway, Tyler got married since, and him and his wife are expecting their first child in March 2021. Tyler and I think Thomas, I'm not sure, but Tyler and his mother, Tracy, were in London during Meghan and Harry's wedding, regardless of the fact they did not receive an invitation to the wedding. Tyler and his mother also appeared on Good Morning Britain. And this is what I'm going to be talking about next. During the interview, Tyler revealed that the last time he spoke to Meghan was 3 years prior to the wedding, and Tracy revealed that she has not had any interaction with Meghan for almost 20 years. And this prompted the interviewer to ask them, well, why then do they expect an invitation to the wedding? Regardless of the slight awkwardness in the beginning, Tracy and Tyler claimed to be proud of Meghan. They continued to wax lyrical about Meghan, saying she was always driven, hardworking, and had good manners. They even shared a few photographs and a short video of Meghan babysitting Tyler. And now I am sharing a screenshot of this short video with you. Look carefully at the date of the video, 1991. According to one report, Meghan was 9 when the video was made, and according to another, she was 11. Nonetheless, the Markles are now so confused with all the lies that they are battling to keep their story straight, and their math skills are worse than mine, because, first off, Tyler was only born in 1992, and thus this could not have been him, and the baby in the pic is most likely his older brother Thomas. Okay, my dear friends, I need to end this video here. Unfortunately, I've had a very tough few days. This particular video, up until about 3 minutes before the end, already took me 2 days to complete due to interruptions. And then this morning I was all fired up to finish the video and post it when I discovered that one of my grandson's other pets, a chicken, had kicked the bucket. So I had to see him off to school and then have a funeral all by my lonesome. Anyway, I had barely completed the task when my daughter arrived here at home in tears because she was parked in front of my grandson's tutor's home when some idiot came flying past on the dirt road, kicked up dust and rocks, and knocked out my vehicle's back windscreen. So unfortunately, although I had so much more to tell you, I have to end this here because I urgently need to get quotes, etc., arrange with the perpetrator's insurance to pay for the damage he did to my car. And yeah, I need to see to my family first. So this series, by the looks of it, will become a 5-part series instead of a 4-part series. But I'm sure, knowing all my wonderful subscribers, that you will forgive me for that. And we'll look forward to part 4 and 5 nevertheless. So for now, I'm off. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking it out to the end. And I'll see you on the next one. Please take care of yourselves. And for now, I'm saying bye.